I ain't much of a conversationalist. More of a fighter.
What is wrong, Nico?
What's wrong? Are you freaking serious? You ratted on us, Hunter! You went to Caretaker and tattled about my spell to remove Wanda's corruption. You almost blew the whole plan.
The plan is not blown, Nico. We can still pull this off.
Yeah, but no thanks to you. I tried to do damage control and convince her that we were just talking and not actually gonna follow through on it, but I'm not sure she bought it. So, don't, mention it again, okay?
I shall tiptoe.
Get some beauty rest. If you're gonna save Wanda tomorrow, I need you at the top of your game.
Good night, Nico.
Yeah, you too.
No! How can this be? You have vanquished me once again.
This is the life. Kicking it with the legendary hunter. And kicking said legendary hunter's ass at a fighting game.
I also enjoy, how do you say, kicking it with you, Carol.
Yeah, there's hope for you yet. I'm just not sure there's hope for you in this game.
Care to find out?
You realize that you'll need to win the next 3 matches to beat me.
Just press that forsaken restart button already.
Okay, but I'm not going easy on you, Hunter. You're way too good for that.
Oh, I'm good now, huh?
Yeah, just not at this game.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Why, hello, Hunter.
What's happening, Hunter?
Like playing with fire.
Feeling good today, girl.
Oh, you are gonna love this. coil. Let's get to work. Not bad, right?
Until next time.
Looking for company, Logan? Funny. You strike me as a loner.
Who, me? I like people. Problem is, people usually don't like me back.
Well, we need your skills, so consider yourself liked here. And my apologies about the circumstances.
When you get to be my age, you end up carrying so much baggage people would rather leave you in the dust. So, thanks for not leaving this old man behind.
No need to thank me, Logan. With your expertise, I should be thanking you for helping us.
You might want to save your thank yous until you work with me a bit more. There's a reason I've been freelance the last few years.
Well, you are welcome to stay here as long as you want.
I gotta admit, Sarah's got a pretty swanky setup. Puts Xavier's pad to shame.
Some people think it is a little spooky.
A spooky place for spooky people. Seems like home.
I usually just wing it out there.
Nice. Ready for more?
I thanked you for bringing me back with you, right? Awesome. Thanks, Hunter.
Thanks, Hunter.
Oh, I found one of my favorite records and I thought you might like it. Or at least be polite enough to fake it. Anyway, we'll get some more quality one-on-one time. It's a little retro, but so are you. So, what do you think?
Lively, frustrating, angry, but liberating. Reminds me of how I feel toward caretakers sometimes. I like it.
Oh, I knew you'd get it. It's grunge. It's what happens when you mix the nonconformity of 80s Seattle and tons of punk and rock influence. You get awesome bands like Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, making something super authentic with this messy, dirty sound. It put Seattle on the music map. I used to listen to it repeatedly during my I can't believe my mom stabbed me phase. As you can tell, she was a great mom. Didn't leave me scarred at all. Ugh, like, why have a kid if you're gonna get rid of them when they interfere with your dark arts and crafts?
A witch like you does not deserve to be treated that way. I hope you showed her what you are capable of.
You can say that. She's dead and I'm here, which also means I'll never get closure. I guess I didn't realize how much I trusted her until that trust was broken.
What is done, but I see you are still carrying it with you. Do not be afraid to go wherever you need to in order to find peace.
Roger that, Hunter. Okay, no more of this downer talk. Time to listen and let the sounds of angst carry you away.
There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
Sounds relaxing.
I know magic, right?
I must admit, I wasn't entirely confident that the bar guest would be taken alive, but if anyone could do it...
And now you will do something terrible to the beast?
Not necessarily. The barrier protecting Dr. Banner's facility functions on a simple premise. Only demons can pass through it, so all we need is a way to disguise the hunter as a demon.
I told you before, I am not turning that dog into a cape.
And I told you it is not a dog. Besides, I don't think a cape will be enough.
You wouldn't dare.
My hope is that we can synthesize a facsimile of the bar guest's skin to fool the barrier without harvesting the creature itself.
This really is a bizarre plan, even for you.
If you want to reach the Gamma Accelerator, this is our best and only hope.
More importantly, Doctor, is reaching Wanda. I don't like it, but if the creature must be sacrificed for her...
Having this much demonic energy concentrated on you, Hunter, is not an insignificant risk. I just hope your collar can withstand...
Let me worry about that, Doctor, after you have proven out your plan.
The creature is restless. The sooner we start our research, the better.
What happens to the creature after you are finished?
That is up to you.
See that you do not hurt it.
I'll do my best.
I saw you petting it this morning.
You are mistaken. I was taking a blood sample.
Oh, does that require feeding it a fistful of treats?
It needs.
Have you come to vent about Strange's plan? I did my best not to be rude. To his face, at least.
You do not believe it will work.
No, I don't. But I do know that Wanda is on the other side of that barrier, and the Doctor may be our only hope of reaching her.
He cares about Wanda too. Do not forget that. Stark may be after this Gamma Accelerator, but the Doctor is clearly focused on Wanda.
That's why I did not rip apart his idea from the beginning. I know we both want the same thing.
It could be worse. You could be the one who has to actually wear the dog armor.
True. You are the guinea pig once again. Thank you for the talk, Hunter. I feel slightly better about our chances.
Can we please just get this research going now? Because that thing... I want an alpaca. Got more coil for me? Cross your fingers. I feel like I could automate this process if I take myself out of the loop here. What can I say except you're welcome?
Good day, Hunter.
Why, hello, Hunter.
No pain, no gain.
Dueling with you is intense, Hunter.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Konnichiwa, friendo.
Awesome. Thanks, Hunter.
I like where this is going. See you soon.
Heading to book club. Are you?
Meet you there.
See you there.
I like this book, but I can't explain why. Maybe I'll figure it out as we discuss it.
I should not be this nervous about what you all thought of the book. Even the best translations from Kree lose subtext.
Everyone's in a mood to make. You good?
I am ready.
Carol, this was your book, so you can start.
I'll throw it back to you. What did you think of the book?
I had a rough time with it.
You didn't like it?
Didn't say that. At first, I've spent more time referencing the glossary than reading the book.
Sounds familiar. What changed?
I noticed a kind of rhythm to the words. I began to see them as lyrics to a song. All that dry talk faded and it finally came together. The lyrics made it feel much bigger than a chapter on Kree farming implements.
Exactly. This book was about much more than farming.
Exactly. The rhythm to it helped paint a bigger picture. Once I caught on, I kept reading and didn't rely on the glossary. I picked everything up from context. That's when I realized none of this was about farming. I'm surprised how much stuck with me, despite some concepts being legit alien to me.
Agreed. For me, the rhythm wasn't lyrics. It was more like the book was written to a cadence.
That's why I had you read it on your Spark. The mnemonic lexicon won't work with a hard copy.
The what now?
An ancient Kree technique. It helps you remember text that would otherwise be considered... There's no Kree word for stuffy, but essentially that. But all that's packaging. Let's get into the book itself. Hunter, did you figure out what the bloom and the harvest represent?
The bloom is poorly defended territory behind enemy lines. The harvest is when you strike that territory and then fade away.
That's an important aspect, but it's more than just an attack strategy. It's about what comes after. At the time of the book's writing, the Kree cared most about integrating captured territory while still expanding their empire. Conquered worlds came with people. Rather than treat them as prisoners, the Kree provided them with most benefits enjoyed by Kree citizens. This period is known as the cultivation.
So the bloom was when they gained full citizenship under their conquerors.
No, it's when the world requested it. As long as they could feed themselves with Kree farming techniques and defend their world with Kree defenses, the request was granted with few exceptions.
So what's the harvest?
As part of the service required by the Empire, many of these new citizens began the cultivation of freshly conquered worlds.
So they were living examples. Show the newly conquered what they could achieve if they went along with the Empire.
That's also how vampires work.
Carol, I think I pieced together the Kree strategy.
Do tell.
It's all tied to agriculture. Every soldier knows you can't fight if you can't eat, but they applied this to their expansion. Till the field, sow the seed, pull the weed, reap the crop. It means the Kree wouldn't advance until the territory they took was secure and productive.
To their enemies, the Kree advance would seem steady and inevitable.
That's what I think. Expand too fast and you overextend yourself. I saw that happen in Operation Market Garden. But the Kree expansion had momentum. They could afford to push harder because their whole weight was behind the advance. Unless a world could push just as hard, it would eventually fall under Kree control. Carol, how was that?
Close enough to impress me. The strategy in Volume 32 wasn't perfect, but it worked out for the Kree far more often than it failed.
What happened when it failed?
That's covered in Volume 33.
And that's book club. Steve, you're up next. What's your book?
The Mantle of Authority by General Chester Phillips.
Is this the one you keep saying I should read?
The very same. Now you have to. It's book club.
Before I forget, I asked Logan to join us next time.
He said yes?
He can read?
I can't. Okay, just between us. Carol's book was extremely weird, right?
Well, I learned a thing or two.
What, how to grow turnips on the moon?
That is harsh.
I didn't think it was that bad. But interstellar agriculture as a metaphor for planetary conquest, not what I expected.
You should be honest with Carol.
I'm always honest with Carol. But if I tell her it was a weird book, I'll sound like I don't know much about her adopted culture.
And how is that bad? You do not know, so this is the perfect opportunity to ask.
Good point. All right, I'll do it. Thanks, Hunter.
Good luck.
You leaving?
In a bit.
I think there's more punch.
I hope you enjoy the book I chose.
Why do you say that?
It's about people who weren't around until after your death. But I'm sure you'll figure out the context.
So, why choose this book?
Volume 30 was way too spicy for this crowd.
Go on.
I'm kidding. It's relevant to what we're facing today. Hydra, the Lilin, your mom, they seem to have the upper hand all over the world.
Sure, but I want to hear more about that spicy book.
I guarantee you don't. Ancient Kree takes on population husbandry are, let's call it, mechanically quaint.
Right, but on a scale of 1 to 10, how spicy?
-5. Ration paste bland, apartment wall vanilla, hotel art banal, even the diagrams are boring.
How so?
It's all geometric shapes. Until I realized they were representational, I was extremely confused about Kree biology. Let's just say that I can never look at an octagon the way I used to.
You headed out?
I am taking off.
Later then. Carol, I had some more thoughts on the book.
You do? You must have really liked it.
Actually, I didn't connect with it at all. That's what I wanted.
Hunter, hello.
What you doing, Charlie?
Ain't gonna go easy, bub.
I still say we should have built a firing range first.
Be ready to go in no time.
Hunter, go check out the forge. Made something
We, Tony?
I helped.
As I had hoped, the bar guest's dark energy is exactly what we needed to pierce the demonic barrier.
What is our next move?
I've created a suit of armor from it, tailored to fit you and only you. In theory, it will allow you to walk among the Lilin. I just hope it fits. It certainly looks impressive, doesn't it? I've decided to call it the Demon Child suit.
A very fitting name, Doctor. On many levels.
I was hearing a lot of I's in there, Doc. Thought this was a we scenario going on here.
Yes, Tony provided some assistance, of course. Particularly with the name.
Yeah, well, forgive me if I'm not used to having my combat suits try and take a bite out of me while I calibrate them.
It is an impressive, if not pungent, creation.
Speaking of, I suggest you make use of the suit while the components are still fresh. That should maximize the protections against that infernal barrier.
Understood, Doctor.
I could not have predicted this outcome, but it is intriguing.
Oh, Hunter, what is that hideous thing you're wearing?
Hideous? That's harsh, even for you, Sarah.
It, smells. And what is that leathery material it's made of? It looks like it's made from the skin of...
Rabid demon dog? Pretty much terrifies me just looking at it. But if it can get Hunter here through that demonic barrier keeping us out of Banner's lab, I can deal with my existential terror over Strange's creepy meat suit.
Barrier?
Oh, didn't Hunter catch you up? We're going back to Banner's lab to emancipate my gamma accelerator. Thought we could use it to destroy the parchment, if we ever find it again.
Hunter, we need to talk, and we need to talk now. What is Tony talking about? You're going back to Banner's lab to get some gadget of his?
He believes his gamma accelerator can destroy the parchment.
Yes, I heard. But nothing can destroy the parchment. And why didn't anyone run this inane idea by me?
I suggest lowering your voice and changing your tone if you would like an answer.
I will not have you dictate my tone. Not when you and the others have purposely gone behind my back and orchestrated this little excursion back to Banner's lab.
Well, this is what we have decided to do. Best accept it.
It's not like any of you are giving me much of a choice.
Sarah, I am sorry that this happened this way.
You hid this from me.
We meant you no disrespect, but we all believe this is the right course of action. I know you have heard this before, but you need to trust us.
I can't stop you, can I?
No, you cannot.
Fine. Go back to the lab and get Tony's toy.
Thank you, Sarah.
While you're there, if you happen to encounter Wanda, don't make the mistake of going easy on her. I assure you, she won't hold back on you.
I still believe there is hope for her.
False hope. Listen, I feel Nico and Magic's pain. I do. But we both know purifying corruption is impossible. Wanda is gone. Your only job is to retrieve the accelerator and come back, safe. Do not sacrifice yourself for someone who is beyond saving. You hear me? Well, at least that armor looks as sturdy as it is macabre. It should give you the protection you need. Good luck out there. I hope Tony's accelerator is worth it.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? Sometimes, I even impress myself. I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop here. I'm here if you need me.
Time to take it to the next level.
Hydra won't want to tussle with me now.
Ugh, Hunter.
Yo, Hunter, it's almost game time. Let's prep.
I'm almost getting used to...
Okay, we don't have much time, so I want to run down what you need to do to pull off this purification spell. First and foremost, you gotta say the words to the incantation freaking precisely. Like every single syllable needs to be on point.
What if I stumble over them?
Something bad might happen?
Define bad.
Oh, I don't know. Like accidentally summoning a huge horde of zombie penguins to descend on New York? But that's why you memorize the words to the incantation. You do remember them, right?
I actually do not. Can you remind me?
Ugh, someone didn't do their homework. The words are... Ego sum tenebris et venunt in domum suam ubet dominos. Ego sum tenebris domum domini praecepta ior. Okay, now let me hear you say them.
Ego sum tenebris, et veniunt in domum suam ubet dominus.
And the last line?
Domum domini praecepta ior.
Hey, you remembered all your lines. Not sure you would. Maybe we have a shot at saving Wanda after all. Okay, there are a few more important details we need to go over. First off, don't say the incantation before you see Wanda. You have to wait until she's in sight for it to work, okay?
Got it.
When you do start to say it, she should start to become disoriented. You're gonna have to repeat it 3 times before she's gonna be subdued enough for you to drain the corruption from her. Absorbing that much dark energy into your body is gonna be... intense. I just want to make sure you're up to it.
My only concern is bringing back Wanda in one piece.
Just don't forget to take care of yourself in the process. Remember, the only person in recorded history who managed to remove corruption died doing it.
I do not need reminding of that.
Right, sorry. I want Wanda back more than anything. I just don't want you to fall trying to get her back. I've already lost enough people I care about.
You do not have to worry about losing me, Nico. I will be fine.
You better be. So, this is it, huh? Just wanted to say, I believe in you, Hunter. You got this.
Thanks, Nico.
Now, bring our girl home. Oh, and Hunter, if for some reason the spell doesn't work, please don't hurt her.
Is that the doggy armor Strange tailored for you?
How does it look?
You have to ask.
Oh, come on, Magic. You are making me feel self-conscious.
You should feel that way. You look as ridiculous as Strange's plan.
I thought you wanted us to find a way to break back into Banner's lab.
I do. I just think wearing a hellhound skin to bypass a demonic barrier is something you'd only see in one of Nico's zombie movies.
You do not like the idea because Strange came up with it.
Forgive me if I'm a little skeptical when it comes to any solution he proposes. His track record for success so far has just been sad. But if on the off chance you happen to breach the barrier and make your way in, maybe I can find a way to help you out.
What do you mean?
I don't give a damn about the accelerator, but I do give a damn about Wanda. So if wearing that monstrosity gets us closer to her, I will do everything in my power to help get her back. Promise me you will do the same.
I swear.
Good. Now get out of here. And don't come back until you bring back my friend. Be careful out there, Hunter. I want both you and Wanda back safe.
I still cannot believe I am letting you go through with this.
I cannot believe that smell.
Oh, that. Genuine pine. Ran out of new car in Vanilla Nella. You're welcome.
Are you ready?
Someone is. She has been all over me ever since I put this thing on.
Yes, there may be some familiarity between your hound and several of the components we procured to create your suit. Right. Shutting up.
Stay there, girl. I will be home soon.
I will hold it open for as long as I can, but...
You told me. One-way trip.
Something must be generating that barrier. Take it out, and I swear we'll get you home.
Any time now!
Charlie, no!